So are you an entrepreneur who has a business and you've seen success, but frankly you're going, all right, it's time to scale, it's time for me to go to that next level, and you don't want to go that route while also adding more stress to your life, more anxiety. Maybe from last year in 2020, you saw how many different industries and things changed, and maybe even your business has been needing you to make some pivots and some important adjustments so you can have multiple streams of income. Well, I feel you, and I am actually gonna be sharing with you in this video how important it is, first and foremost, to have 4 specific habits that are on lock, because if there's anything I've seen is to have sustainable success long term. If you have impactful habits that make a big impact on your day-to-day, which then make a big impact on how the daily operations impact your day-to-day and on your team and on how things go as you scale, it will make a huge impact on ensuring that you don't have a whole hell of a lot of unnecessary stress, anxiety, worry, overwhelm, and you feel much more at peace knowing you've set yourself up for sustainable scaling and success. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 habits every female entrepreneur needs to scale a business in 2021. The first habit is to master your morning. This one for me was one of the greatest game changers, and honestly, start today. Frankly, this one, if there's something you take away from this video, please master your morning. And what this means is it becomes really easy when we're scaling a business, when you have a team, when you have clients, when you have all these people who expect so much from you, to get caught in the nitty-gritty of your business and constantly just be in your business instead of working on your business. And what I find is so important is in the morning, you want to actually have some ritual that you do. You know, ideally, if you can wake up at the same time every day, it doesn't need to be at 5 a.m. as some will say, but whatever time works for you and your schedule that sets you up, but then to do something intentional. So I actually have a morning ritual that I have been doing for years, and I've shared with many clients, and I've seen the impactful ways it changes how they show up in their day because of it. You can actually check out this video right here where I dive into the steps and also have a free guide that you can take advantage of here. And frankly, when you master your morning, what you do is you are setting yourself up to move forward each day with intention and clarity on ensuring you focus on what matters most. It's also just a very impactful way to energetically start your day, saying that you're not at the whims of everyone else, that you are the CEO of your life and your business, and you need to ensure that the visionary in you is taken care of before you serve and help anyone else. The second tip is to manage your time wisely. Frankly, as you will hear with the Fierce team, we are all around energy budgeting, and the reason why we're big about energy budgeting is we are all about how you can ensure that you leverage your energy to maximize your time. So you really want to get clear. The first step in this is you've got to get clear about what tasks, activities, projects, the little things you do in the day that are draining your energy, and what tasks actually leave you feeling energized, because not all time is created equal. Frankly, there are certain tasks that I have seen in my leadership that I can do for hours, and I finish it and I feel energized and I feel excited, and I still have more energy to buzz throughout the day. And there are other tasks, like for example, if I have to look at like a law agreement, my fiance is a lawyer. He finds that energizing, he gets excited, he can look at it and be pumped for the rest of the day. I could spend 30 minutes, an hour looking at a contract, and I feel like I'm done, I'm over it, the day needs to end. So I've learned that as a leader, to scale properly, it's important that I first and foremost gained clarity on what types of activities were those energy zappers and drainers, so I could, one, see that that was the best place to ensure that I outsourced, where I asked my team for help, where I ensured also that in the things I have to do, that I was very mindful about blocking and batching my time effectively to ensure that I was set up for success. And I actually have a free guide on this that I love and I use regularly, called the Not To-Do List guide, that you can get in the description box below, where you can gain clarity right away on what are those drainers and what are those energizers, and ensure you're setting up your time in an effective way, and ask your team and the people in your life for support. The third habit is to rest. In today's society, where so many people we wear this badge of honor to be busy, that we're always doing more, we're accomplishing more, and as I call it the success trap, as you get more successful, and I know you are because you're here to scale, it becomes really easy to take on every opportunity and to lead yourself down one of the most problematic routes, which is the burnout route, which, think about it, if you burn yourself out, if you're exhausted, stressed, think about all the people long-term you can't serve, because your energy will be zapped and you won't be able to show up in the most meaningful, true way and live a beautiful, meaningful life, which is why you are here to be an entrepreneur in the first place. And so I find it essential to actually block in time for rest, because it becomes so easy to just add more to your plate, do more. And that rest time ensures that, one, I find you actually have space to process a lot of what's happening in your business, to ensure that you can to stay in that visionary role. And I often find with clients, it's after a weekend of rest or after a weekend of recovery or after a really good night of sleep, they usually have the best new innovative ideas. They usually find the best and most effective ways to communicate and handle a difficult situation in their business. And more than anything, it ensures that they live a life of holistic success, because they are serving themselves. They are ensuring that their tank is full, so that way they can serve other people in a bigger way. And the last habit I'm gonna share with you is to network. It sounds so basic, but network meaningfully. So in today's world, there's a lot of ideas of just go and talk to more people, do more, talk more. I find that's not actually the best way. That's also a way that's very based on the scarcity mindset. And I've seen this from my own journey. So I'm not someone who feels like I need to go into a networking event like I felt like I had to when I worked in tech, where we'd have these long lists of all the people I needed to connect with, and I'd feel this constant feeling like I needed to talk to all the people and do all the things. That is not what I have seen actually creates meaningful results. I am all about intentional and meaningful networking. And what I mean here is to actually focus on quality, not quantity. So ensure that whatever event you are part of, instead of focusing on trying to get 20 people to talk to you, really watch your energy and notice who do you get gravitated towards, who really has something about them that feels aligned to you, and then really try to get to know that person, really get to know their business, really see how there may be synergies or ways you can collaborate. I also trust sometimes when I show up to events as well, I won't even have a plan at all. I literally will just end up kind of walking around, and if I actually notice that it doesn't actually feel aligned to me, I leave. Why sit there and keep driving yourself mental feeling like you're supposed to be there when you have so many other beautiful ways that your energy can be spent in a good way? So those shoulds and those feelings like you need to be everywhere and do everything, can we just let that go? Another big thing with networking is on social media platforms. You don't need to be on every single social media platform to scale and be successful. Find the ones that really align with you and build meaningful connections with people. Collaborate with other people in those spaces. And more than anything, I just say this with networking, I have seen that the people I've met in my life, the people I've had the opportunity to work with, that didn't happen because I went in with some crazy strategy to ensure that I got to work with them. It happened because I followed my gut, I followed what felt right, and I just happened to have met the right people that would end up being these big expanders because I just genuinely cared about getting to know them as a human, not for all their accomplishments and what I could get from them. Don't be that person who is just always thinking about how they can get something from someone. Have that abundance mindset where you actually go into a space and just focus on seeing people fully, sharing your expertise because you are an expert as an entrepreneur, and also just give, be and give. And so these are the 4 habits that I have seen will make a world of difference in ensuring that you stand out long term, ensure that you don't, like I said, burn yourself out in the journey, and ensure that your business is something that you get to create that leaves a legacy. And so as I just shared, and as you can tell, I'm all about meaningful networking. I'm all about having deep, meaningful conversations. And so I would love nothing more than for you to connect with me, to find me on Instagram, on Clubhouse, to become a part of the Fierce community. And I would actually love also in the description box below or the comment section, the comment section, if you would share with me which of these habits, if you've tried any of them, really have made a big difference for you, or which of them you're really excited to start implementing and start, because I'm all about taking that empowered action. If you're here watching this video, I don't want you to just hear more information. I want you to look and take a moment in this moment right now to figure out what is one of these habits I just shared and how can you start implementing it right away. And my next video will be all around more details about energy budgeting, so I definitely recommend hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be in the loop and aware when that video comes out. And as always, I hope you have a fierce day and feel empowered to take action, because you, my friend, matter.